Trevor Lawrence is named QB1. I've been trying to go to bat for Kelly Bryant. He's a really good college quarterback, but Lawrence has a world-class arm. The writing was on the wall. We all know that this isn't really a debate anymore. Trevor Lawrence is going to be QB1 for the rest of the season. Bryant needs to decide if he wants to stick around or if he wants to transfer and redshirt the rest of this year. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But Bryant got us through A&M. That was the hardest game of the regular season, keeps our playoff hopes alive and well. But now the game is all about grooming Trevor Lawrence to be that world-class quarterback to outduel Tua for a national championship. And we'll see if that can happen. What I want to point out is how Trevor Lawrence is growing currently. He had an early tendency to stare down receivers. We're going to go through a few examples of that. And I want to start with his first touchdown pass in the A&M game. What we have is Trevor Lawrence with T. Higgins on the boundary. It's a one-on-one matchup. We will take that all game long. Two high safeties. We're going to have some play action, but the safety doesn't bite. Watch Trevor Lawrence here. He's actually going to be looking at T all the way down the sideline. And what that did was bring the safety over. Fortunately, the safety falls down and T is able to outrun the cornerback to the end zone. We have another example of Trevor seeing a matchup he likes, same boundary look, one-on-one, two high safety. This time, instead of T, it's Overton. Lawrence knows where he wants to go, so he starts looking down his wide receiver, and this actually brings the safety over. So in this time, instead of a big gain, the safety is able to make the stop. Okay, this will be the last example I go through. We have T on the boundary, and yeah, Lawrence does stare him down again. So we'll kind of move on from this after this example. But he does feel the pressure, and he gets that throw out. It's fine. He doesn't put the ball in jeopardy. But my point is, he is staring down his receiver, and he isn't even looking to the field side. So yeah, he gets a little pressure right here, gets the ball out of bounds, nice safe throw, but he didn't look to the field side. Here is an example of Lawrence making a good decision, reading the defense and putting the defense in a situation where they can't win. Because he has such an accurate arm downfield, the safeties are going to respect him downfield, and that actually opens up underneath for the offense. So what we're going to see here is Rodgers run a fade, and we are going to see Cannon run a post. So what's going to happen is that the safety is going to go over Rodgers. Help with that. The linebacker here is put in conflict. Either he needs to cover ETN, so Lawrence could pitch a TTN, or he needs to cover Cannon Smith. And because he actually took ETN on pitch, because ETN is so deadly with the ball too, he's in a situation where he can't win. So Lawrence makes a laser throw, hits Cannon, and attacks the middle of the field. Another good example of Lawrence making the right read is right here. It's just a 6-yard reception to chalk. So the linebacker right here blitzes, Lawrence recognizes it, and he gets the ball out right to where he came from, right to chalk. So just 6-yard reception, but a good example of reading the defense and taking what they give. We have an example of a very common route tree that we run. We have the outside wide receiver run as a hitch. The slot wide receiver is going to run a corner route. Lawrence is going to keep his eyes downfield. He does a good job with that, but he does feel the pressure, and he isn't able to pick up ETN as his check down. So good coverage here, feels the pressure, breaks the pocket. ETN is wide open. If he gets the ball to ETN, he has plenty of room to run. It's definitely going to be a first down. But he isn't able to see him. He throws it away downfield, trying to make something happen. Again, doesn't put the ball in jeopardy, but misses the first down. We end up missing the field goal on this attempt. This throw from Lawrence to Renfrow just epitomizes why Lawrence won the starting quarterback job and why he is the quarterback of the future. He may make the not necessarily the wrong read, but he may miss an open check down, he may stare down a wide receiver, or he may even make the wrong read. But what we see here is just Lawrence displaying unbelievable ability to with in touch with the ball. He rolls out of the pocket. He sees Renfrow. He's pretty much covered. So he goes over the cornerback, just out of reach of the safety for the touchdown. And that's just not normal. So Lawrence is the quarterback of the future. I mean, with our schedule for the rest of the season, you might as well go with Lawrence. Lawrence has so much more upward potential than Kelly Bryant. Unfortunately for Kelly Bryant, that's really why they're going with him. If we were to play an Auburn or Michigan or a top tier team next week, then sure, we could have that conversation about who QB1 is. But with the rest of our schedule, you might as well put Lawrence in there, let him develop, let him get those in-game reps, and let him make those mistakes and grow as a quarterback. Because really, if we're going to beat Alabama and Tua, then Lawrence needs to grow up quick because he's pretty much our only shot to do it.